Okay, we're going to be trying this again. Today the camera is on fully manual. I'm trying to follow the dog with it. Right now the shutter, which I discovered you do change the shutter speed on the video, is I guess it's at 30 seconds. The aperture is at 2.8 and ISO is auto. I was hoping it would tell me what it was changing to before I hit start stop. It did. What I'm going to do now is actually stop the video and lock it in at 1600 just to see what that looks like. Okay, so the ISO speed, or sorry, sensitivity is locked at 1600. The camera was telling me that it was underexposed by almost one stop. So I'm curious to see what it says or what it looks like when we actually go outside now. We're just inside the door, so we're going to walk across the street and see what happens. The screen is significantly darker than it was last night. You can see it's very, very dark. Now, I don't know if I'm able to change the ISO speed while it's filming. No, I can't. I can change the aperture and the shutter speed, but the ISO seems to be locked. Now I wonder, you can kind of see. There's the moon. Obviously, the moon being so bright, to actually get it to look good, I would have to increase the aperture, which I'm doing now, and oddly enough, it's getting smaller. But, anyways, going back down to 2.8. You notice it's out of focus now. I can hit the AF on button and the camera will refocus while filming. I don't know if you know Scott Bourne or not. Somebody that I follow on Twitter, mostly because he gives things away. He had done a little review of getting the 7D, and he had mentioned you can't autofocus while shooting, and that what you had to do was stop filming, focus, and then start filming again. That is not how I understood the manual when I read it. What I got out of it was, you could press the shutter halfway like you were filming or taking a picture, or you could use the AF on button. And from my tests, my experience, and you can see my video last night and even here, it will focus while filming. You'll see the screen gets really bright. And that even in the final video, it gets really bright. I don't know where the extra light is coming from, but because there doesn't seem to be any flash or anything from the camera. I don't know if it's extra sensitivity as far as if it just boosts it to like ISO 6400 or higher. or what, but you get this extra brightness, and the camera hunts and focuses. So that's really it. Try this autofocus thing again. Yeah, that works pretty well. So this is 1600. I'm going to stop it again, change the ISO standing here to 3200 and see how much noisier that is and what a difference it makes. Okay, so this is ISO 3200. It is a lot brighter. It's got that orange hue kind of going, but definitely a lot brighter. Now I wonder, let's go up to 6400 and see. Again, on the live view screen this looks great, but I'm sure when it's blown up on the computer screen I'm going to notice a lot of noise, so let's try that. Okay, so here we are at 6400. It's definitely brighter, but I'm not sure that it's a whole lot brighter than the 3200 seemed. I'll know more again when I get it on a bigger screen, but just filming this way, as I'm looking closely at the live view screen, I think I can see where the noise is going to be showing up. For example, in this shot, the fence looks like it's going to have a little bit of noise. Stuff like that. But that's it. I'm not going to take you guys for the whole walk because I ended up cutting, I don't know, 95% of it out because I didn't want to sit there and have to go through the whole thing and edit it. Or by edit it, I just mean cut and kind of redo or splice together. So I can only imagine that none of you wanted to sit there and watch the whole walk. So that's what I've got for you right now. Took my first shots with the camera today. Very pleased with it. They were actually mostly for a photo competition, so I had to hand in my chip. I didn't get to see them on my computer screen, but fingers crossed. I hope that they'll do well. And that's it. Have a good night. Okay, just saw just took a picture there. While filming, which is kind of cool. Just saw the clouds at the moon. There we go. And thought that looked really cool. So sorry for the gum slapping there. So I thought I'd film that. Still at ISO 6400. The camera is actually showing, I guess because of how bright the moon is, that's slightly overexposed. So that's it. I just thought that looked really cool. Wanted to get a feel for what that's going to look like on film, for lack of a better term. Very neat.